Okay, pay close attention as I just read this one verse from the Bible. It's James 2, verse 14. What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? James is continuing on this theme of talking versus doing. And here he just makes it so clear and somewhat terrifying. He goes, what good is it? Does it do any good if a person makes some sort of profession of faith, but he has no works? And then he asks that question, can that faith save him? And it's an obvious no. Okay, look at the passage yourself. I mean, he's saying, man, is there any good in talking? He's just proving, like, saying that you're a Christian, saying that, oh, I remember when I was baptized, I remember this. He goes, what good does that do? He goes, in fact, can that faith save him? And the obvious answer is no. And he goes further, and he gives an illustration. He goes, look, if a brother is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to him, go in peace, be warmed and filled, without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. He goes on to illustrate. He goes, what if you see someone who's starving or poorly dressed? Like there have been times when I've been in other countries and I've actually seen people that are just skin and bones. I mean, literally days to live. And I think about how disgusting would it be if I just looked at them and go, man, you guys be warm, be filled. Hope it works out okay for you. He goes, what good is that? In the same way, he says, like, when you talk and call yourself a Christian, but there's no real actions to show that, he says it's dead. In fact, that phrase, verse 17, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. I don't know if James could have picked stronger language. Like, it doesn't matter what you say, if you don't act, it's dead. Your faith, I don't care how much you talk about it, it's pointless, it's worthless, it's dead. It's like if I told my kids, I go, hey, I got you a puppy, but it's dead. I mean, it's just like repulsive, it's pointless. And he's saying, this is how bad it is. And I think a lot of times we don't think this way. We're going, oh man, that guy's such a great teacher, or he's this, or he's that. And it's like, no, it doesn't matter what they say about their faith unless they're doing something. It's completely worthless. They're not even saved. And then he goes on and he says, but someone will say, you have faith, I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. He goes, you may go, well, that's you. You're more of a doer. And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, you're saying that you have faith and I have works. He goes, look, go ahead, talk about your faith all day. I'm going to show you that I believe by the things that I do. You're going to look at my life and go, man, there's no way he would do those things unless he really believes that there is a God up there watching him. But then here's the terrifying thought. He says in the next phrase, he goes, you believe that God is one? You do well. Even the demons believe and shudder. He goes, so your theology, like he quotes there from Deuteronomy 6:5, which a devout Jew would say at the beginning of every day, at the end of every day, that the Lord our God is one. He goes, you believe that? Great. He goes, so do the demons in hell. In fact, the demons take it a step further. They shudder. It's a phrase meaning it's like the hair on your arms is just standing up on end because you're so terrified. He goes, the demons in hell are terrified of God. So what's the difference between you and a demon? You say you believe in God. You might even have a fear of God. See, the difference is action. The difference is that demons, even though they know there's a God, even though they fear him, they refuse to transform their lives. They refuse to come under his leadership. But he's saying, look, your theology isn't enough. Just saying you believe in a powerful God, all that does is put you on par with the demons in hell. And then he makes this statement. He says, do you want to be shown, you foolish person, that faith apart from works is useless? He's going, okay, do you need more? Do you need more? I mean, I already told you that you're worse than the demons, but then he goes, do you want me to show you, foolish person, you idiot? You still don't believe this? Well, what more do you want? I got to prove to you that faith without works is dead. So then he goes to Abraham, whom they would have looked up to so much, and explains how, look, even him, he was justified by his works. His works showed that he believed. And then after that, he speaks of Rahab, because they may go, well, that's Abraham, and he's such an amazing man. He goes, well, then how about Rahab? Rahab was a prostitute. He gives these extremes, and he's going, look, everyone, it's about actions. Okay? Abraham was about actions. Rahab wasn't about actions. He goes, you idiot, what more do I have to show you? And at the very end, he just says, for as the body apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from works is dead. He goes, you know how once your soul leaves your body, you're dead? He goes, in the same way, once there's no actions to go with your talk, he goes, you're also dead. But this is a strong passage, and you need to look at your life in light of this and not just assume, because everyone tells you, oh, your faith is so beautiful, oh, you're such a great teacher, or whatever it may be. He goes, look at your actions to make sure that your faith isn't worthless. And if you want a quick test right now to figure out, are you just a listener and not a doer? Then evaluate, what did you do this last week? What did you do after you heard the message from last week? Were there any actions?